Hello, welcome to Jungle Shave. Welcome to another shave of the day. Right, sample. I just saw a Mr. G video where he said he's got loads of samples that people have sent to him. He'd forgot about them. In a little bit of the same boat. So today I used another sample sent in by the very generous Craig Will, and then he said Craig will shave, and that is Stirling Triumph. Nice and shiny, that is. Only a small sample. Laved up in just a child's dessert bowl, really, because as it's a sample, I don't want to lose the soap in the ridges or the agitators of a purpose-built lava bowl. So it just goes to show you don't need a fancy lavering bowl. Any dessert bowl, soup bowl, anything will do. Works perfectly fine. You can make a perfectly fine lava with a smooth bowl. No need for the agitators at all, but it does make life a little easier. But as I say, to sample, I didn't want to lose any soap in the ridges. That's the reason I've used a smooth bowl today. Razor for today, mentioned on a previous video. This is a Bismark. I think 7/8 hollow. Probably got that wrong because I'm terrible with numbers. Now, this is a brand new razor. Well, when I say brand new, I mean shop soiled. It's actually on display in Trumper's Mayfair shop, their original shop. And I was looking at it. The original scales were red plastic, which is plastic scales on a Bismarck. That was a bit naff. Did look nice though, give it a stew, it did look nice. But it did have red scales. The scales were twisted. I don't know whether it had been by the heat or just the amount of people going into the shop to look at the razor, really. Obviously, people have been trying it on the forearms, the legs. But yeah, scales were twisted. I pointed out to a nice chap at Trumpers, and he let me have it for 20 quid. Yep, 20 quid. And I just simply sent this off to JJ Shaves, Mr. John June. The wedge, the spacer, at the rear of the scales there, that's the original. Pink. I said the scales were red, and this is faux pearl, so it's pretty much in keeping with one of the older models of Bismarck, because Bismarck did produce these straight razors with pearl scales or faux pearl scales. So I think it looks pretty damn stunning. What about you? 20 quid. But I did buy a full price one with it, but that wasn't in the polished steel, it was in the brush steel. So let's get on. Let's get on. How are you? Good, I hope. Good, I hope. Right, there's a nice shiny lava. Notes on this: marine, citrus, bay, jasmine, patchouli. Small sample, but look at the lava. Took a lot of water. In fact, I put so much water in, I thought I was going to maybe push it just a little too far and kill it, which that's not something you want to do with a sample, because you don't have any pup to return to. Yeah, but that's really impressive. That's a nice, dense, creamy lava. Whoa, see that? Maybe a little too dense for a straight razor shave, but we shall see. We shall see. Oh, nice scent. I can taste it too. It's in my mouth. It even tastes nice. It doesn't taste like soap. No, it tastes really nice. I've actually neglected the Stirling side of the market. I'm ashamed to say I've never bought a Stirling soap, but I know I should do, really. That lava is to die for. Very nice indeed. Okay, so as I said, I'm expecting this may be a little too dense for a straight razor shave, but we shall see how we get along. Used this once before, off camera, and of course it's got a John June edge. Now shall I get my alum out? I've forgotten something. I don't, as a rule I don't always use alum, but I'll make an exception today. As expected, very nice John June edge. Very smooth. Really smooth. Why is my goatee so thick? Well, it's like steel wool. Anybody else have that problem? It's a real handicap. If only the hair on my head had stayed that thick. Very nice blade. Well done, John. We'll be fast here. Lip plop. Plop. Okay, so it's a little more dense than I would have liked. But just wiping the spine of the razor into the sponge to get rid of the lava here. Yeah, so just watched Mr. G. I'm sure he hinted at shaving that goatee off. So I'm sure, guess what? I'm sure with enough pressure from us all, he might actually do it. So come on, rally around. Mr. G, get that damn goatee off. There's no need for it. There's no need for it. Get that goatee off. You'll have more to shave. Keeping quiet around here for obvious reasons. Nothing quite like the sound of a hollow straight razor scraping the toast. Very nice. And I must say, I much prefer round points to Spanish points or that TI I last used. But you still can whack yourself with them. Just relaxing in there here. Let's get into the hollows. And it's feeling rather nice. So day off today and tomorrow. So after this shave, might be a quick one down the pub. Not that I drink a lot, you understand. I just, you know, just like a quick one down the pub. course, Stirling, you don't need to tell me, I don't need to tell you about the slickness of the stuff. It's famous for its slickness. Just gonna add a wee bit more moisture to the soap. Just a little. Maybe a little more. Make your mind up, Jim. Make your bloody mind up, lad. How are your shaves going? Shaves of the days? Very impressive. Thank you, Craig Will, the most generous enabler on YouTube. There's certainly soaps I've experienced thanks to Will that I would probably never have done. So I'm just a small channel. I buy all my stuff. Well, I've had two soaps in over 12 months of YouTube, and I've had 2 soaps gifted to me from manufacturers. But everything else comes out of my own pocket. So it's Craig Will by giving out these samples to YouTubers. He's doing the community a great service. Because we can't try everything, can we? That's better on the glide, a little bit more moisture. Whoops, getting a bit cack-handed here. That's even better now. Fancy the addition of some extra water. Splendid. Splendid? Where did I dig that word up from? Splendid. No, I'm more comfortable doing it this hand. Of course, there's no right and wrong way. There is, of course, certain disciplines to follow, but end of the day, your shave, isn't it? What makes you feel comfortable? Of course, people will give you great advice. You can't always execute that advice yourself because it just might not be suitable for you. But they'll always start you off on the right path. And it's up to you to just basically adjust things to suit yourself. That's what I did. Right. This is across the grain just under my chin here. I love wielding this Bismark around. Such a comfortable little blade. Perfectly designed for shaving. Just got to give this, it's getting a little bit too much lather up towards the pin. Yeah, so as I say, a lot of my shaving, well, all of it really, comes out of my own pocket. So I'm glad I've recently had a 25% pay rise at work. Yep, 25%, you heard me. You guys in other countries, don't know if you've heard, but in this country, UK, there's a national shortage of professional drivers. When I say professional drivers, I mean drivers who own a vocational driving licence, i.e. to drive trucks, lorries, buses, tourist buses, coaches. So the industries have had to increase salaries quite considerably to attract people back into the industry who have left and to attract new people into the industry. So yeah, so this COVID thing, it was devastating for me at first because I was made redundant, but because of it, we ended up better off, which is it's a strange coincidence. I don't know. Totally unexpected. Cracking shave. Well, I'm sorry. Cracking lava, I was about to say. Sense on Stirling, to me, not massively overpowering. But bear in mind, this is a sample, but Craig did pack his samples well. Little airtight pots, little like little makeup pots. You buy them on Amazon. That's where I buy mine anyway. Against the grain, chaps. Wow. Brilliant edge, John. Absolutely brilliant. Well, I think the battery's gone in my ring light, sorry. It was going to go one day because I never charge a thing up. Now this is where the round point really lends itself to shaving against the grain, and then, you know, when you've got like bulldog cheeks like mine flopping over, that's why I'm scared of the points on some shavers. So the round point is definitely a good likewise, it's the heel of the Bismark, great for getting the fingers, thumbs in. I'm cursed by this bulbous chin. I have a nightmare every time around this chin sometimes, you know. Could do with a Kirk Douglas chin. No, no, he had a cleft in his chin, didn't he? He had a bum chin. No, I don't want one of those, a bum chin. Trying to shave that crevice. got it. That's got it. Right, sorry I'm so slow here. I'm starting to bore myself. You notice I don't talk a lot around the goatee area no more. And it's paying dividends, it is, it's really is paying dividends. So far, so good, very good. And now just the old trickiest bit to get BBS with a straight, of course, the neck. But this blade is a managing champion. So I've used it once off camera, so it's the second time using it. Nearly there. I'm absolutely delighted with that. Made up. What do you know? Just going to wipe the razor clean before I go through the usual quick recap. Then, if you're new to straight razor shaving, just starting out, if you'll notice, I never got any moisture anywhere near that pin, anywhere near that hinge, the swivel point. Use very little water, even though I'm wet shaving. I kept this razor as dry as possible throughout the whole process. I'm just going to duck down there, have my usual wet rinse, be back up. Nearly tripped over the bloody bath mat then. Missed a little bit there, but I'm not going to worry about that. But everywhere else, BBS baby, BBS. Afters, I'm going to use Stirling Coniferous Aloe and Witch Hazel, just because I'm using a Stirling product to shave with. If I can get the lid open. Good stuff this, not too keen on the scent to be honest. Said it before, it reminds me of cat pee. And I'm more than happy with that. More than happy. So I'll just reset this Bluetooth trigger. Right. Razor for today. Stunning razor. The Bismark. 20 quid blade. Scales replaced. Razor honed. All put together nicely by JJ Shaves. Mr. John June. So if you've got any old blades, old razors, you fancy some new scales on them, very, very cheap, very, very reasonable. JJ Shaves, John June's, your man. So, go and show you a picture, because I don't have one, because it was a sample. And that was Stirling Triumph. That was, look at the shine on that, lovely. And that was all whipped up with my carrot orange Yarkey 26mm synthetic. And for afters, Stirling Coniferous. And there we have it, there we have it. Okay, you enjoy the rest of your week. Have a cracking weekend, fellas and ladies. And I'll see you later on during the weekend for the weekend shave. Okay, take care now, fellas, guys, girls, everybody. Bye bye now.